Guess what I just saw? Alright, this is the Inspector, and this is my review of the Suicide Squad movie. Now, I just got done seeing this movie. I just got back, so I wanted my opinion to be a little fresh for this particular movie. Now, I will say this. Going into the movie, I was very, very skeptical. Like, going into it from the trailers, like, I didn't like Will Smith playing Deadshot. Not saying that a black man can't play Deadshot. Saying Will Smith can't play Deadshot. And, um, Jared Leto's Joker, I hated off rip going in. Did not like the idea of him playing Joker, and not even him playing Joker, just the Joker's look was really, really fucking cringy to me. And I didn't know that much about the plot before going into, so I couldn't really get gauge on that. And a lot of people might hate me for this, but before going into the movie, the actress who plays Harley Quinn, she was up in the air to me. I mean, don't get me wrong, Harley Quinn is near and dear to my heart. She is a very decent sized part of my childhood. I mean, come on. You really want to tell me I'm not a Harley Quinn fan? So, I'm a real big fan of this character, and I didn't want her to fuck it up. And from the trailer, she didn't look because, in my opinion, Harley Quinn is a homicidal Disney bitch who can whoop a lot of ass, and her only weakness is the Joker. But I was just wondering if they can capture that homicidal, schizophrenic, dumb, blonde bitchness that comes with the character. Now we got my opinion before the movie. Let me tell you my opinion of the movie. It actually wasn't half bad. I mean, out of all the craptastic movies, which so far, to be fair, is the third movie from Warner Brothers post Dark Knight trilogy. And let's be honest, Man of Steel really sucked. Not really sucked, but it sucked. And because of the neck snapping thing. Yes, I'm one of those people that saying Superman shouldn't kill. And Batman v Superman really fucking sucked. But that's a review that will never come out because I didn't do it. But it sucked. It sucked. It's already on DVD. Don't buy that shit. But this one was actually I'd say it's a breath of fresh air. It wasn't amazing. This wasn't like Iron Man or the Avengers or even Civil War, but it was still pretty damn good. I mean, and I like that, and I kind of like the introduction. I don't have a love-hate relationship with the first act, because in the first act, how they introduce the characters, it's kind of like they're biting off Assault on Arkham Asylum, but it still was pretty good. Now, I'm not going to give too much of it away. I think this movie is good enough for a spoiler-free review. So I'm going to just tell you the best aspects of the movie and the worst aspects. Let's start with the best. Now, the actress who played Harley Quinn actually captured pretty good. It was a bit of a New York, Brooklyn accent style Harley Quinn, but it was still a good Harley Quinn. I actually did like it. She wasn't cringy at all. Will Smith's Deadshot, not the best. I mean, honestly, it was just like, I was more afraid of, you know, good, due to the fact that Will Smith's playing him, and Will Smith usually plays good guys. I was afraid that this character was going to be too good, and it kind of was, but that wasn't the part that really pissed me off. The part that really got me a little mad was the fact that they had to let me know that this Deadshot is black. So of course they had to do a lot of ethnic references, and I was just like, I'm not feeling that. I'm not feeling that at all. But pretty much, besides visual effects was actually pretty good. And I actually did like the villain of this story if it wasn't fucking obvious by the end, by the middle of the first act on who was going to be the villain. But pretty much the best aspect of this fucking movie was Olivia Davis' version of Amanda Waller. She got this role so fucking perfect. It was just like, because to be Amanda Waller, you have to be that strong woman who doesn't give a fuck about what you think or how you feel. It's all about the fucking mission. The type of bitch that's not afraid to cap her comrade, to kill her comrade just for the sake of a mission. She gives a fuck what you think. She gives a fuck how you feel. That is the wall. And Olivia Davis, wow, her version of the wall was magnifique. It was excellent. Please let her come back for this role. Please let her revise this role. Give her the Robert Downey Jr. money. You know how Robert Downey Jr., they will never let him stop being Iron Man because he is fucking perfect at the role. That is Olivia Davis for Warner Brothers. That is Olivia Davis for DC. There is no character in this universe that portrayed their comic book counterparts so damn well. And this is no surprise to anyone. I knew she was going to be great. But to see her on screen, I didn't geek my pants during this movie, but there was ever times where I geeked out, it was when Amanda Waller was on screen. Now, enough about stuff I liked. There's pretty much a few more stuff. I mean, there's some other things I did like, but I'm not going to get into it in this review. Maybe after I see the movie a couple more times, but I'm not going to go back and see it again. This is going to be a one-time deal until it comes out on DVD. Now, this is a movie I will buy on DVD when it comes out. You can quote me on that shit. Now let's go back to the stuff that I did not like or fucking hated. Let's start with the one I did not like. I really didn't like their interpretation of Croc. Well, I liked them because that was Croc. That big, scary, every time you look at him, look like he's about to eat somebody. That is Croc. But did they have to remind us every single moment that they got that he was black? I know, Croc is portrayed by a black man. I mean, Croc is played by a black man. I really can't tell you the actor's name, but did they have to remind us of that? Come on, come on. I mean, if I give you one spoiler, Amanda Waller gave the Suicide Squad a request after it was all said and done, and his request was to have BT in his cell. I was like, y'all fucking me, Warner Brothers. You really fucking me on this one. I mean, why? Just why? But he wasn't the worst part. But we'll get to that. Another thing I didn't like was Jared Leto's Joker. I know I said it before, but I'll say it again. This motherfucker was not the Joker for me. He was not my Joker. My Joker will probably be Heath Ledger. But I did not like, because honestly, he just seemed like if Joker and Harley Quinn had a baby and this was Joker Jr., that would have made so much more sense. But my problems with him, why does he have to have a grill? Why does he wear chains and shit? That's just not the flashy, psychotic Joker. And luckily enough, the movie did not give us enough of the Joker to give an honest opinion about him. Honestly, he might do better in the Batman solo movie, which they did set up for. But, and / Justice League movie. They are still setting up for the Justice League here. But, I fucking hate him. But he wasn't the worst part. The worst Suicide Squad member, Captain fucking Boomerang. No surprise there. He is one of my least favorite Flash villains. But, why? It was like, because you know in the Suicide Squad books, right? They always have to give you an example that Waller is not fucking around. One of the Suicide Squad members has to die. She has to make an example out of him. Why couldn't it have been Boomerang? Why was Boomerang even there? It was just like, they gave this motherfucker money for no reason. And I know the actor tried his best, or at least I'm just giving him the benefit of the doubt, but fuck Captain Boomerang in this fucking movie. He didn't even do shit. He didn't even do shit. Man. But I almost forgot a lot of stuff I did like. I did like the fact that they actually did have Ben Affleck in here as Batman. I did like the fact they actually had the dude who plays the Flash as the Flash. He was in this movie too, for like 5 seconds. Those were good, but it wasn't enough to put this movie over the fucking top. So, let me wrap this up real quick. All in all, the movie was good, not great. It was kind of on the level of the second Avengers for me. But here's the thing: second Avengers movie, Marvel already had a movie that was up there. That was the first Avengers. That was just one of the best comic book movies out there. Warner Brothers, in this universe, before y'all throw Dark Knight in my face, in this fucking universe, they do not have a movie matching the Avengers. They don't even have a movie matching the first Iron Man. This is pretty much the best that they had so far. It really wasn't all that great. But all in all, final score, I recommend it. I do recommend you going out seeing this movie. It's something to watch. And hell, motherfucking smart comic book fans might highly enjoy this movie. And if you are a hardcore fan of the Suicide Squad, you'll just cringe a little bit. But you'll be intellectually dishonest if you said that this was a very sucky movie. Because if you think this movie sucks for even an instant, I want you to do what I did and think of Batman v Superman. And tell me with a straight face that this movie isn't at least better than Batman v Superman. Recommend it. I'm going to go and now watch reviews of other YouTubers because I've been purposely avoiding reviews on this because I wanted to discern my own opinion. So I'm gonna go watch other YouTubers' opinions on this. They may say it sucks, it may say it's great. I can name at least 1 or 2 YouTubers that just might say that it's good, and I can think of at least 1 or 2 that might agree with me on this. But y'all can always tell me what you think. Links to Facebook and Twitter in the description section, and as always, this is the Inspector, and sayonara, bitches. Oh, FYI, she could play Katana, really want to fuck her. Have a thing for Asians, and she was actually pretty good. Alright, really gonna go now. Peace.